Hi there! Today I'm here to do my March wrap-up. I only read 3 books in March. I read 2 3-stars and 1 5-star. I'll start with the first book and then just go in order. I read The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and I gave that was my 5-star book. So I started the month off really strong, and then it just kind of, not like completely, I only read 3 books and they were 3 stars. It's not like I read anything terrible, but so The Hating Game was about a story about Lucy and Josh, and they were assistants to co-CEOs of a publishing company. It's a hate to love story. They were like complete enemies, and then, I mean, we can kind of guess what happens from there. But it was really good. I'm not going to go into like great detail about it because it was everywhere on BookTube like a couple months ago. Like everyone, I feel like, has read this book. Like anybody that would be interested in it has pretty much already read it. But I am a complete sucker for hate to love. That is like my favorite trope of all tropes for romance books. So, I mean, if anybody has any suggestions for books like that, please let me know. I am always looking for new ones. But yeah, it was like a complete 5-star read. I read it in, I think, 2 days. Like, I was obsessed with it. I couldn't put it down. And I just had a really good time. So the second book I read in March was The Winner's Curse by Marie Rakoski, I think. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, The Winner's Curse by Marie Rakoski. And that was a 3-star. I did a reading vlog of it. So again, I'm not going to go into like super detail about it. It's an older book anyway. But I gave it 3 stars. I thought the story itself and like the enjoyment that I had reading it was 4 stars. Like I would have given it 4 stars based on that. I ended up taking a star off in my review, just because there was no world building. The characters were very one-dimensional. So like I wasn't really attached to any of the characters. So while I was enjoying the story, I couldn't really visualize the location, like I couldn't visualize the world, and, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't really care about the characters that much. It might be because it was a YA book and I am not the target audience, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it was a good time, but in the end, it was 3 stars. The final book I read in March is the only book that I actually have a physical copy of. The other 2 were ebooks from the library. And that is Love Your Life Not Theirs by Rachael Cruz. It is a book by Dave Ramsey's daughter. Rachael Cruz is Dave Ramsey's daughter. And if you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, you've been living under a rock, or you just don't care about money, or... That was kind of offensive. I'm sorry. If you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, that's totally fine. He is, a like real estate tycoon. He owns like the entire state of Tennessee, I think. Not really, but and he is known for his Total Money Makeover and like Baby Steps, where he shows people how to get out of debt and like build wealth. And I read his book a few years ago, and my husband and I actually follow his principles. And I mean, I know this is a book channel, it's not a money channel, so I won't go super deep into it or anything, but we are getting out of debt using his principles, and like we've had a lot of success with it. So I recommend, if you're having issues with money or you want to get out of debt, you should check out Dave Ramsey if you don't know who he is. Anyway, I read Love Your Life Not Theirs by his daughter Rachael Cruz. I wanted to love this book. I gave it a 3-star. It was a short book. It didn't take too long to get through. The reason it's 3 stars is it's basically, I wanted something new out of it, and I was looking for insight on how to deal with contentment issues. And I really just got a regurgitation of the Baby Steps, like the Total Money Makeover. This is basically the Total Money Makeover, just written by a woman and in a slightly more conversational tone. So, I mean, if Dave Ramsey scares you and he's a little too intense, or you don't like the tone he takes, you should read this book, because you'll get the same exact information, just in like a kind of nicer and more conversational way. So yeah, this was a 3-star book. It wasn't bad. It was just not what I was looking for when I picked it up, and B, I don't know, there is no B. It's not exactly what I was looking for, and it was just kind of a repeat of a book I had already read. 3 stars. And yeah, those are all the books that I read in the month of March. The month of March. There were only 3 of them, but one of them I really, really, really enjoyed. And The Winter's Curse, I do have the second book from the library, and I'm going to be reading that in April, so it's not like I hated that one either. So that's it from me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!